Right, so let's talk about how to throw a combination to win a fight. Let's talk about that. How to throw a combination to win a fight. Now, I am going to constantly be going back and forth with this idea of self-defense versus fighting. Just because I'm in front of a camera and I know you guys know the difference, but again, fighting, when two people are duking it out, that means your self-defense didn't work. If you're doing a self-defense technique, that means your situational awareness didn't work. So let's talk about the process. You're walking to your car. You're coming out of Walmart. You go into your car, and instead of having good situational awareness and seeing the people around you, you just are oblivious to where everyone is. So you just walk to your car, not paying attention to anybody. And you open your door, you're throwing your groceries in there, whatever you're getting, and then you get jumped. You got jumped because your situational awareness failed. You wasn't paying attention. So in a situation now where now you can't get to your sidearm or something to conceal carry or anything because they're right in your grill with something, and you have to protect yourself, right? So let's say that they give you this attack and you do a specific defensive tactic, right? You smack their hand out of the way, you do whatever, you kick them or whatever. But then after you've created that distance, you hit them, you're getting ready to jump in the car. Well, what do? They come after your ass. So as soon as you open the damn car and jump in, they turn your ass around and you're whipped around like this and they're doing this. Well, now you're in a fight. They're not trying to jump you. They're not trying to steal your $5 out of your wallet. They're just trying to whoop your ass. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So because your situational awareness failed, which led to your concealed carry failing, your defensive technique that you did gave you space, but it didn't give you the opportunity with enough space or enough time to get your ass in the car and lock the door. The old boy that you just threw on his ass, super pissed, so he gets up, runs you down, turns you around, and he wants to whoop your ass. This isn't self-defense anymore. This is you trying to have to defend yourself by fighting some dude in front of you. One thing that you see that's a lot different in self-defense or fighting techniques, self-defense tends to do things that works more off responsive rather than reaction. When we're throwing punches, look at those basic combination ever. Kazami Gyaku, right? So everyone knows Kazami Gyaku or jab cross or 1-2 combination. Everyone knows that. So it's going to be 1-2, right? That's not a combination what I just did. That's two different techniques. You see these people all over YouTube. Let's teach you the top 10 combinations of kickboxing, top 10 MMA combinations, top 10 Kempo karate combinations. And I'll watch them. I'm like, those aren't combinations. You're just doing multiple techniques fast. And you can tell that they're not trained martial artists. They're good in front of a camera. They talk really good. You know, they look the part. Because there's probably some, you know, here I am, I'm a middle-aged, 40-some-year-old woman teaching martial arts. Do you know what I mean? I don't necessarily look the part of a badass. These boys on these things you see, like they got the MMA thing, and they got the tattoos and the jacked, they look the part. And then you watch them do technique, and you just look in their comments. Everyone's mesmerized by their shit. And you're looking at the technique, it's like, your technique is wrong. Not that they're doing the individual techniques wrong. It's a jab, it's a cross, but it's not a combination. If I ask any one of you guys to define efficiency, to be efficient is to do the most you can and with the least amount of energy, getting the most done with the least amount of effort. If you do, let's look at how do you create a combination. A combination is done by combining the motion to make one motion. A combination is like a chain. They got a link. They've got a link. So when you have energy in a fight, you're going to have positive energy and you're going to have negative energy, right? And what we're going to call that, we got positive energy, meaning the energy that you got going away from the body. The negative is the energy you got coming into the body. And that's your energy, not your opponent throwing punches. It's like breathing. If I inhale, I'm taking in life. If I exhale, I'm letting life go. Positive, negative. Yin, yo. Some people call this concept yin and yang, right? Same thing. When I throw this hand out for Kazami, I don't want to go 1, 2. What I want to do is 1, when this hand comes back, when I'm retracting the hand, this hand goes out. So it's here, as I pull the hand back, that one comes in. So how do you apply that with all of them? If I'm here, if I go here, here, see this hand comes out as this hand comes back. Right? So jab, there's the energy out. I want constant positive energy. I want positive energy. This is going to give me positive as this retracts, right? Now, how do you throw the kicks? The elbow, when it retracts, is when the knee has to then go forward when you're executing your kicks. So let's look at a basic 1-2 and a thrust kick. So a basic kickboxing or a Kempo type combination would be 1, 2, 3 like this, right? So if I'm here, this, back in position, that's not a combination. I did 3 techniques. To do the combination, it's here. When this retracts, here. Now notice the hip has now already turned over. As I pull this hand back, that's when that leg comes out. Combination 1 example. Jab comes out. As I pull the jab back, I'm combining that with that. So boom, boom, back position. Boom, boom. I'm not boom, boom, right? So here, when the elbow comes out, that one comes forward. Kagi ura. So that's kazami gyaku. Let's look at kagi ura, or some of you guys know that as hook uppercut. We do the hook here as the elbow comes out and around. As I retract, that one comes in. It's not here, here, it's here, here. See how we did that? The elbow comes down, that one comes up, right? Now let's look at kazami kegagiri, right? Or jab and then front snap. When this hand comes out, I drop the elbow, this knee comes up. As soon as the elbow, I'm not going to go like this, I'm going to here, when the knee comes in, boom, boom. As soon as the elbow comes back, that leg comes up, right? Same thing with yoko giri. Here, hand comes back, side kick. If we do kazami gyaku mawashi, here, pull it back, here, pull it back, round, and then back in. So you have to link them together. You guys catch what I'm saying? How many times have you guys seen the techniques where they don't do that? Here's the thing, when people spar, they don't do combinations a lot. Sometimes people are too scared. Maybe some people are just too timid, or whatever. Maybe they feel that they're opening themselves up, but they've got to be able to do the combination, because what you're trying to work on, again, we're talking about reaction time. So I'm going to ask Miss Jocko to come over up. So if she's over here, and I do kazami gyaku mawashi, right? I want, whenever you're doing a combination, and let's say it's a 3-hit combination, that means the 3rd hit is the one that you really want to land. If you land the first 2, it's good. But if you don't, that's okay. Because a combination is a strategy. If I do kazami gyaku mawashi, the first 2 is I want her to block. I want her hands up. So if I go, she blocks that, she blocks that. Now that I got her hands up, that is what's going to give me that shot. So that's why you do the combination. If I do this, block, 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 she's going to block it. It doesn't really matter. So right? Yeah, exactly. She's going to block it. There's no way she's not going to block it. But if I can keep her hands up, we do the combination, bang, 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 there, I can get that thing in there. You know what I mean? I can get the shot. So that's the reason that's what it's for. So like if I do a snap kick and then she does a downward block to the snap kick, I lower the hands, which gets me this. So if I do a 2-strike combination like kegagiri to urukan uch, if I throw this kick, I want to throw the kick in a way that will enable me to get that back fist. So I'm going to throw it, and let's say that I throw it and she blocks the kick, right? So again, then I get the shot. That's the point. But if I do this, then she's going to block it, right? So it's not a combination in that sense. You guys get what I'm saying? So for you guys to be able to be effective, you have to know how to throw correct combinations to win the fight. If you're not combining the technique with that energy of out, in, out, all this, if you're not doing that, you're not going to be as effective. And a fight is way too violent, way too intense, and way too dynamic for you not to already do one simple thing of combining the techniques correctly.